All right, let's begin with Union Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde, who today has regretted his remark on Hindu terrorism. This follows a big protest by the BJP at Jantar Mantar in Delhi over the issue today. The Congress is in damage control mode ahead of the budget session of Parliament beginning tomorrow. But Shinde may have expressed regret, but it's not an apology as the BJP had been demanding. Shinde has said that since his remarks had created a controversy, he regretted them. In fact, let's just give you more details on which Shinde said. He said, and I quote, "My statement given in Jaipur last month has created a misunderstanding. It has been understood to mean that I was linking terrorism to a particular religion and was accusing certain political organizations of being involved in organizing terror camps. I had no intention to link terror to any religion. There is no basis for suggesting that terror can be linked to organizations mentioned in my speech in Jaipur. Since the controversy has been created on account of my statement, I am issuing this clarification and expressing regret to those who feel hurt by my statement." The question now is that the BJP has been asking Shinde for an apology over his statement on Hindu terrorism. Shinde has not apologized but expressed regret. Will this be enough for the principal opposition? All right, we have with us Tehseen Poonawala, founder youthcongress.com, Vinod Bansal, leader of the VHP, Amarjit Kaur, national secretary of the CPI, and Vinod Sharma, political editor of the Hindustan Times. We'll also be joined by a few more guests in the next couple of minutes. But Tehseen, from the Congress, the BJP said the Home Minister must apologize or there'll be a hangama in Parliament. Why isn't he apologizing?
Well, the Home Minister's statement has been misunderstood. As he's clarified, he's expressed his regret. The Congress's official position, from what I understand, is there is no Hindu terror, there is no Islamic terror, there is no religious terror, there is no saffron terror, there is no green terror.
All that's very good, and we've heard all of that.
Correct. But
when you say Hindu terrorism, right, why isn't he apologizing then?
What the Home Minister has said, and he very rightly said at the Chintan Shivir, he linked the RSS, which is factual, to terrorism. That is factual. That holds true. Now, the Congress does not, it's clarified, there is nothing called religious terror, there is nothing called color of terror.
Vinod Bansal from the VHP is smirking over here. Vinod ji, aap kya kehna chahenge Tehseen ko?
Very funny statement being made by the Congress people. But unfortunately, when it is being said by the Union Home Minister, it is very terrible and it is very horrible, this thing, and it should be taken into very seriously. You see, whatever being said by a political leader is the different issue, but when the thing is being said by the position, the person who is holding the this constitutional position, he should be more accurate on this wording. Number one. You see, when you are talking about the saffron terror.
Hold on over here.
The Congress has clarified there's nothing called saffron terror, green terror. But when it comes to the RSS, please let me finish. I did not disturb you.
Hold on, but when it comes to RSS, what?
Yes, when it comes to RSS, is it not a fact on record that in 2006 in the RSS Shakha there was a bomb blast where their Karyakartas were mishandling a bomb?
RSS Shakha?
Yes, RSS Shakha.
It has never been happened.
Is it not a fact? Is it not a fact? No, you have got your facts incorrect. The Home Ministry of this country, the statement, R.K. Singh, the Home Secretary of the country, has released a list of 10 names, people who are affiliated with the RSS. Why did Rajnath Singh and why did LK Advani go to meet Sadhvi Pragya? Why did they go to meet Sadhvi Pragya? Not only did they go to meet Sadhvi Pragya, they went
and met the contradiction over here. Hold on. There's a contradiction over here. You're saying that Sushil Kumar Shinde made a correct link of the RSS BJP to terrorism, but look at Shinde's statement today. He said, number one, I had no intention to link terror to any religion. Then he goes number two, there is no basis for suggesting that terror can be linked to organizations mentioned in my speech in Jaipur. In other words, he's now retracting that he even linked the RSS to terrorism, and you are saying the opposite now.
I am telling you absolutely, I am telling you from what we've studied, the RSS as an organization is linked to terror. There is innumerable proofs about it. Starting from the time to disregarding the Constitution of India, to disregarding the Indian national flag, starting, you all have to do is read the writings of Golwalkar, your founder. You will know exactly what the RSS is all about. This is
this
just
national
a fascist
flag
organization, and it is the other side of Simi, and like the Simi, the RSS should be banned.
All right. Yeah, but
why not initiate this action? You have taken this action four, 5 times in the past. Why you have lifted the ban? Well, and you see, the right perspective is that first, before putting any allegation on a particular organization, you should go to the training camp.
Is it not a fact that Sadhvi Pragya, is it not a fact that
hold on.
Is it not a fact Rajnath Singh went to meet Sadhvi Pragya with L.K. Advani? Is it not a fact that L.K. Advani is the President of India?
Tessin, let's not digress. I want to welcome Dr. Subramanian Swamy, President of the Janata Party, who now joins us in the program. Dr. Swamy, Shinde has regretted his statement but not apologized for it on Hindu terrorism. Do you accept it or reject it?
Well, there's a thin veil that separates the two. Whether he regrets or whether he apologizes, he has backtracked. And for the Home Minister to have backtracked after having made a statement in a party convention, it shows that he's eaten humble pie. And if the Home Minister of the country is made to eat humble pie by just a threat of demonstration, it shows how weak the Home Ministry is.
Vinod Sharma, Shinde in fact met leader of the opposition Sushma Swaraj today. Do you believe that this whole regret business has been part of a deal ahead of the budget session of Parliament?
I won't call it a deal, for the simple reason that it's good that this matter has got clarified before the Parliament begins tomorrow. This statement was made outside the Parliament. It has been clarified outside the Parliament. And in so far as my knowledge goes, this statement was mutually agreed by the two contesting parties. So I think let's bring a closure to this, because this budget session is a very important session, and a lot of money bills are going to come, a lot of discussions had to happen on important legislations, and it was incumbent on the government to clear the air and to create the climate for a good session. Now one will have to wait and see whether some other contentious issue comes up tomorrow, most likely.
Yeah, but Vinod, I just want to ask you one thing. Had Shinde quickly apologized, after the controversy broke last month, it was blown over. But it's been simmering for the last 1 month. Why did the Congress convert a mistake into a blunder?
In politics, this happens. And may I tell you one thing? I haven't heard any politician apologizing to another. Okay? And even when there are serious incidents, the Congress has only expressed regret for the 84 riots. The Gujarat CM has still not expressed even regret. So let's not get into this. It was one episode.
So we're all falling very low standards.
It was one episode which has been brought to a closure. I don't think the Home Minister should have adduced color to terror, because I personally feel that there is no color to terror. It's colorblind. And frankly, when you adduce color to terror, you are actually distracting from the national agenda to fight terrorism, regardless of what faith it is emanating from.
But Tessin from the Congress, there are a lot of people be suspicious that both the parties, the Congress and the BJP, have wanted this to simmer. The general elections are due next year. The BJP consolidates the Hindu vote bank and the Congress consolidates the Muslim vote bank.
That is an unfair statement on your part, because the Congress has clarified immediately that it does not associate terrorism with any religion or any color. That statement is in public domain.
But it's good for both of you. It's good for both of you.
The fact of the matter is, just like the Deoband issued a fatwa against Islamic terror, for want of another word I'm using it, against terrorism that used Islam as a thing. The RSS has not issued any fatwa against their own people who've been caught in terror. So please, let us understand that
all this talk is also good for both of you.
Please let us understand. Please let us understand. The fact of the matter is
Vinod Bansal, ये जो पूरा शिंदे का जो कंट्रोवर्सी है, इनके लिए अच्छा, आप लोगों के लिए भी मजा है.
देखिए, मैं बोलूंगा तभी जब ये शांत होंगे. My promise that मेरा कहना है,
PhD person telling you to be shant, imagine.
मैं एक बात बता रहा हूँ कि अगर ये कांग्रेस के नेता ये ऐसे स्टेटमेंट देने से पहले आरएसएस के शिविरों में गए होते, इनके ट्रेनिंग कैंप इन्होंने कहीं अटेंड किए होते, तो निश्चित रूप से राष्ट्रवादी बन जाते। ये राष्ट्रवादी बन जाते।
ये था कि आप लोगों के लिए, बीजेपी के लिए, संघ के लिए भी अच्छी बात हुई है पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी।
नहीं, संघ के लिए
सब अपने वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स खेल रहे हैं।
संघ को आज
आप भी सारे
देखिए, संघ को आज 87 साल हो गए।
Gain for RSS,
इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है।
Gain for RSS BJP is that they have humbled the government. The government has capitulated. It has gone on bended knees. You may call it regret, you may call it apology. The whole country regards this as a surrender.
Gone on bended knees, just as the RSS, let's say like
and Shinde had to go on bended knees twice.
On bended knees, send business class terrorists to Afghanistan. So let's not get into who's gone what on bended knees. The fact of the matter is to fight terrorism.
Amarjit ji, how much of both the BJP and the Congress involved in a dangerous game of communal politics?
I agree with you. Maybe one is doing blunt politics, another is trying to do here and there, play here and there, and then try to cover it. That's the first remark I want to make, because both of them don't want any debate on neoliberal economy and the policies of the government, the way the people are suffering. Even 2 days this general strike has shown how the people are angry. But second thing which I want to say, it's not the question if Home Minister is in a position of power and he should have spoken more carefully. Every political leader should speak carefully, because it is the political leaders who will become Home Minister or Prime Minister or anybody. So the training is from the time of you do the politics. So nobody should try to use loose language that you have to eat it back.
Correct.
That should not happen.
Thirdly,
I agree with you.
One second. I'm talking about something different over here. Right now, I'm still talking about the fact that both parties have been engaged in a game which is helping both of them. In fact, we now have with us Vasudev Acharya, Lok Sabha MP of the CPM. He's also leader of the CPM parliamentary party. Mr. Acharya, how much is this helping the Congress? This whole controversy about Hindu terrorism, how much has it been helping the Congress to cover their failure on governance and the BJP to cover their problems within their own party?
You see, we don't call it Hindu terrorism, but Hindutva terrorism. And we have been demanding since when it has been exposed by Swamy Ashimanand in his deposition, that the incident that had taken place in our country when Samjhauta Express, there was a bomb blast in Samjhauta Express, and in Makkah Masjid bomb blast, where Hindutva terrorists were behind all these incidents, and in spite of our demand for a discussion, a structured debate on Hindutva terrorism, the House didn't get any opportunity to discuss or debate on such important issue. Whenever there is any incident,
so one second. I don't understand all this. Vinod Sharma, what is all this? Hindu terrorism, we talk about Islamic terrorism, Sikh militancy. Why are people always defaming religion?
You see, the point is that at times politicians, have a problem with words. And I have noticed that people who are the people who are good at speaking Hindi, when they try and attempt speaking in English, they end up conveying the wrong message. And it could well be the case of giving him the benefit of doubt. It could well be in the case of Mr. Shinde. But I think the level of public discourse in this country has gone down abysmally bad, for the simple reason that you are getting people in this profession, that is politics, and there are exceptions to the rule, of course, I must admit, that who play more to the gallery than to the good sense of the people. I think that public discourse in this country has so badly got bastardized actually, and it is disempowering people. And mind you, there is no less contribution by us in the media towards that decline. So I think that both the media and the political class must encourage good discourse.
Because the media is also using this terminology out of convenience. It's easy to make labels, isn't it?
Say for instance that you're going on saying that why hasn't he apologized? Why is just a regret? You see, when it is acceptable to the affected party, what is your problem? Because why should we not have a good atmosphere when the parliament session is opening tomorrow?
Is this going to be acceptable? I don't know. Dr. Subramanian Swamy, you're an ally of the BJP. Is this going to be acceptable to the BJP?
He's a better ally, he can answer that.
Vinod
but I can
Bansal,
attempt
is
an
this
answer.
a regret but not an apology? Is this all right? Sab theek hai?
नहीं देखिए सब ठीक है क्या है किसी को आप गाली दे दो फिर कहते अरे यार गलती होगी मेरे से यार व्हाट डज इट मीन देखिए ये चीजें किसी को थप्पड़ मार दो कहते अरे यार सॉरी मैं गलती से हो गया था सॉरी नहीं बोला उसने गलती से कहा तो क्या दूसरा वाला उसको छोड़ देगा दूसरा जवाब दबा के मारेगा
This is the ideology. This is the fact. This is the RSS ideology. RSS बिल्कुल hit people. You want to break people's bone and eye for an eye. इसका जवाब पत्थर से. This is the ideology. It has come so true on your channel. This ideology of hate. No, it is not violence. Hate you are spreading. Ideology you are spreading the hate of violence. We are not spreading hate. 10 people associated.
आप मुझे उकसा रहे हैं देश की जनता को उकसा रहे हैं देखिए आप देश की जनता को उकसा रहे हैं आप पूरे संत समाज को मेरे को अपमानित कर रहे हैं और आप कह रहे हैं कैसे अरे क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं आइडियोलॉजी आपने क्या
किया Vinod Bansal. Okay, I'll tell you what. I know Tehsim is itching to talk about it. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Home Secretary R.K. Singh said that during the investigations into the Samjhauta blast, Mecca Masjid blast, Ajmer Sharif blast, 10 people who are being arrested and charged right now have all been associated with the RSS. What do you say to that?
देखिए आज से पहले पिछले 60 साल में कितने कांग्रेस के बड़े-बड़े नेता जो कि ऑन पोजीशन थे दे हैव बीन चार्ज्ड विद मर्डर They have been charged with
पर आप अपनी बात करिए ना
मैं अपनी बात कर रहा हूं सर मेरी बात सुनिए इसमें से कोई भी आरएसएस का कोई भी पदाधिकारी नहीं है एक बात नंबर 1 नंबर 2 इज दैट
मेरे पास
मेरी बात सुनिए
मेरे पास एक लिस्ट है यहाँ
सर मेरी बात तो सुनो पूरी बात तो
विनोद बंसल जी आप बताइए 10 नाम आपको चाहिए ना
बताइए
सुनील जोशी संदीप डांगे लोकेश शर्मा सौम्य सीमानंद राजेंद्र मुकेश वसानी देवेंद्र गुप्ता चंद्रा लेवे कमल चौहान रामजी का सारे के सारे associated with RSS at some point or the other.
सर जी आप और आगे चले जाओ थोड़ा सा तंदूर कांड किसने किया वो उनको भी तो पकड़ो 1984 का राइट किसने किया वो भी तो पकड़ो और एक और बात बताओ
इसका ये नहीं मतलब कि आपके जो 10 लोग हैं वो टेररिज्म कर रहे हैं
देखिए मेरी बात सुनिए आज तक इन 10 लोगों के ऊपर चार्जशीट दाखिल नहीं हुई है आज तक इनके ऊपर कोई केस प्रूव नहीं हुआ कांग्रेस के कितने नेता ऐसे हैं जिनके ऊपर चार्जशीट दाखिल हो गई और अपनी सजा हो गई लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी कांग्रेस उसको वापस ले लेती है व्हाट डज इट मीन और दूसरी बात आरएसएस में ऐसा नहीं होता आरएसएस का कोई भी
Vinod, he's saying none of them are convicted. Vinod, how fair has it been for the Home Ministry to actually say that hold up these 10 names and see they're all associated with the RSS. There are no convictions here.
You see, the problem is, sir, the problem is that so long as this kind of acrimony continues, we will the culture that is required in this country, the political culture to fight terrorism, will elude this country. And I think that it's about time that there is some meeting ground discovered by both contesting parties as to how to fight terrorism regardless of its color. You see, it is a fact, it is a fact, you know, it is a fact that there is involvement of section, sir, it is a fact, it is not accept, it's a fact that while there have been involvement of certain people having from the Muslim faith in incidents of terror, similarly certain people with the Hindu faith are involved in incidents of terror. Now whether it is retributive terror or whether it is self-propelled terror, one doesn't want to get into that. You see, and let's wait until the courts decide, until evidence is adduced before the courts. But what I am saying is that you must strive to achieve for this country, within this country, a political culture to fight terrorism. Look at the United States, you keep on giving those examples. When 9/11 happened, the Democrats and the Republicans, they closed ranks to fight it together. Unless you do that, you are not going to be able to eliminate terror from this country. And also at the same time, let us stop painting all communities with the same brush.
Okay.
That causes alienation. That causes great alienation.
But the questions still remain. And let me put this to Dr. Swamy. All RSS members are obviously not terrorists, but why is it that 10 people who've been charged, sheeted, accused in Samjhauta, Mecca Masjid, Ajmer are all RSS connected people?
Well, first of all, it is this government which is making the accusation. They, only a few months earlier, they said that Samjhauta Express was due to LET. They gave the papers to the Americans. The Americans did their own research and told the United Nations declare LET as a terrorist organization. And now they have done a somersault and saying the RSS, these following people connected with the RSS are responsible. Now, I want to know that the 3,000 Sikhs were killed in 1984. The accused people are people who are ministers of the Congress government. And they have been convicted, some of them, they've been charges have been framed. Titler, that Sajjan Kumar, then HKL Bhagat. There are about 11 names of the Congress party in that. Are you saying therefore that it will be appropriate to say that Congress party is a terrorist organization?
Yeah, but you know, Amarjit ji, this is why we were saying earlier that whether it's the Congress or the BJP, both have been and are guilty of playing communal politics.
You see, two things I want to say.
Yeah.
It's not so innocent. As Vinod ji was telling that both the parties have agreed. So why we should discuss about this thing, about this issue, or Shinde ji's statement. It's not only that. Rather, we are worried. If both the parties are making such kind of an understanding, are they going to really play to the gallery, number one? Number two, are they really going to use this situation to push the policies which suit the class as such which is ruling, and it goes against workers and against farmers. So many policies and many legislations to be pushed through as far as common man is concerned, that doubt comes about it. And second thing which I want to say, I am very clear, yes, everybody has to be on board to understand that we have to fight terrorism, agreed. But then the politics is done on terror. That's one thing. Politics is done on communalism, and in that politics some people are blunt and some people use it as a vote bank here and there. So those who use it here and there for a vote bank, even though declared secular party, they have to see to it they commit more mistake, because those who are blunt and open on communalism, they are open, people know it, they are communal forces. And double standard should not be there. You ban me and you do nothing about other terrorist organizations.
I'll tell you what, let's extend this. Hold on. Let's put this to Ajay Kumar, Lok Sabha MP of the JVM, who also now joins us. Ajay Kumar, are we in a situation now where, as Amarjit Kaur is suggesting, both the principal parties of this country, the BJP and the Congress, are both communal parties today?
Not saying communal.
Or playing communal politics? Amarjit ji?
Congress is stated secular party. Congress takes itself to be secular party. But now and then and there, sometimes they use the communal angle to enhance their vote bank. This is what I said. I did not term it as a communal party.
Alright, clarification from Amarjit ji. Ajay, what do you say to that?
Jujar. Jujar, unfortunately all parties use the communal card for their own benefit. That's the fact is, and sometimes it is communal, sometimes it is caste. So definitely they are, when they make these statements, they are having the vote bank in the mind. So, but I don't think there's a great virtue in saying that, that a party which is openly communal is better than a party which is discreetly communal. I think that is a pretty, what you call, a strange statement. But the danger which I think the main important thing which we need to understand.
Meaning what, you're equating both of them?
Major community, one sec. No, I'm saying the major community has much more responsibility in terms of, because the major community going on to a right-wing extremism is, bordering on to fascism. So we need to be careful. So we are not walking away from the minority community, not getting engaged in, some members getting engaged in acts of terrorism. But for the majority community, when it, starts defending or taking, being oversensitive on this issue, then it is not a right direction for the country.
Okay. I just have a couple of points to me. Since you all said that the Congress is communal, you mean it's bordering on appeasing Muslims. That's what he means. Now I want to ask you, so that's what he means. Now here's a question. Which was the party that flew business class a Muslim terrorist to Afghanistan? His party. Which was the party, who Deputy Prime Minister, please let me, don't interrupt me. Which was the Deputy Prime Minister? Which was the Deputy Prime Minister who went to Pakistan and gave legitimacy to Jinnah? LK Advani, in order to become Prime Minister. Who does what appeasement is very clear to these people. Who are the ones who are soft on terror? Please. The Congress does not distinguish on religion and on color. The Congress takes action against terror. Who was the one who invited the greatest terrorist, Musharraf, who created Kargil? Atal Bihari Vajpayee to Agra? Who took the bus?
No, let us not,
so please, let's understand one thing very clearly, that the Congress takes action against terror. That is what the Congress does. Please do not bring this down onto communal.
No, may I tell you one thing? Please, for God's sake, let's not make this debate so shrill and partisan. There is no need for that, because you'll only end up creating more complications. I mean, it's a fact. I mean, it is not Muslim appeasement. I mean, let's change the idiom, please.
Exactly.
I mean, what is Muslim appeasement? Is affirmative action appeasement? It is a trend across the world. It is being practiced in some of the most advanced democracies. Yes, but because it suits certain forces to call it appeasement, because it suits certain forces to call certain adduce color to certain acts of terror, that you are in a polity which is vertically divided. May I also point out to Amarjit Kaur ji that even the left has been accused of Muslim appeasement for having set up alliances with known Islamic or religious political parties in Kerala. But let us not get into that. What you have to accept is that much is done by political parties by way of expediency, in order to win elections. And so long as that is not influencing policy, so long as that is not dividing the country further, I think we should learn to live with it and try and progressively change it.
But yeah, Amarjit.
You see, I did mention and I again mention a party which clearly says that it is a secular party. We don't term it as a communal party. We assess it from that point of view. So Congress, we never said communal party, but we did say that communalism being used here and there for vote bank politics, which is dangerous. That should not be done.
But you're not answering the question.
On this,
let me put this to Basudeva Acharya from the CPM. Mr. Acharya,
ask him.
So now let's enlarge it. It's not just the Congress and the BJP, but even your party, the CPM, the left parties that have been doing business with radical and rabid parties, communal parties in Kerala, for example.
Never. We have never had alliance with any communal party in Kerala or in West Bengal. We have never compromised with communalism. We don't call Congress a party as a communal party. Congress is a secular party, but Congress always compromises with
Vinod Sharma wants to ask you a question. Hold on.
Sir, in 84 and in 2002, I heard the same statements from the Congress people and later from the BJP. After 84, they said it was a political necessity. The BJP people after 2002 said it was a political necessity. So what the impulse that guides them is the same, consequent to the bloodshed. But I think that you may make your choices. There is in a relative manner, that this is a relatively secular party and this is a relatively communal party. But I think that this political discourse must change, and political parties must reinvent themselves. In modern day India is not going to elect people on a communal slogan. Please make no mistake about this.
Dr. Swamy wants to come in.
Well, first of all, you see, he said that affirmative action.
One second, after Dr. Swamy,
This affirmative action, he says, is world over. Well, first of all, this is not affirmative action here. They are giving reservations. That's not affirmative action. I don't know whether he knows the distinction.
There is no reservation for Muslims. Where is the reservation for Muslims?
Well, that is what is being proposed.
Oh, it's being proposed. It's not there. The courts are not
proposing. The courts, exactly.
Yes.
So but you tried it. Now, wait a minute. You tried it.
Yeah.
All right. Second, you say that is not appeasement. Of course it is appeasement, because Muslims have ruled this country for 800 years and they want reservation. They should be ashamed of themselves. The reason you are offering that is because you are appeasing them.
I think Dr. Swamy, I want to get into this argument with you.
You have to get
I refuse to have this argument.
Central Committee exposed everything.
This argument, to have this argument in this television program,
appeasement to offer Muslims reservation.
I will not have this argument with Dr. Swamy.
They have no right to ask for reservation.
This man is making an accusation on religion. I am sorry, you cannot have this kind of debate. I'm sorry. I refuse to participate. You cannot say our religion should be ashamed of itself. I take strong objection.
I am saying, please address him. Don't address me. Okay?
You made a
address him.
You made a
He is a moderator. I am saying that the Muslims were ruling this country for 800 years. It's a shame on them that they are asking for reservations.
I am sorry, this is...
Yeah, but
this
Dr.
is attacking
Swamy,
a religion.
hold on, Dr. Swamy, as at a policy level, you can criticize the Congress for what you're calling
What is the meaning of policy
appeasement.
level? The affirmative action in the United States for Negroes who are made into slaves.
Yeah, but
You
Dr.
see, and
Swamy,
therefore they have to be
Dr.
accommodated.
Swamy,
Scheduled caste you can have.
Dr.
But
Swamy,
Muslims,
yeah.
600, 800 years they have ruled this
Yeah, but
country. They
Dr.
want
Swamy,
reservations.
Dr.
They should be ashamed
Swamy,
of themselves.
It's a historical fact.
Hold on, Dr.
is
Swamy.
unacceptable.
Dr. Swamy, if you accuse the Congress of appeasement policy as a matter of policy, okay, all right, that's your view.
It is,
Yeah,
I said that.
But my
And I gave
question
you the
is, how
reason.
fair is
I
it?
gave
How
you the
fair is
reason.
it to paint the entire community?
I am not saying
For what
that,
Congress did
that
800 years ago.
I am saying that the Muslims are asking for reservation. They are.
Yeah.
Because their organizations are saying
this
so.
is an argument which has been used.
A shame on them.
This is an
May I
argument
come in
being
here?
used by
I think you need to
communal
moderate this
historians.
debate.
This
May
is
I come
that
in here?
argument why I strongly
not
object
gone
to
to
that
Vijay.
kind of argument.
Yes.
In secular India's constitution,
Yes,
challenging the constitution
I need to make
itself,
a point.
its preamble itself today, when we
Vijay.
have accepted
There is
secular
no
politics.
religious reservation.
No, it is clearly written there. We are a secular state and we
Dr.
cannot
Swamy,
block any
Dr.
community
Swamy,
and
you're
religious
sounding
group as
communal.
rulers.
I don't
It is
care
a
whether I
communal
sound
statement.
communal or not. I'm stating a fact.
It's
That
a
reservation is
It's
meant
not.
for those.
How can you blame the
Listen to
entire
me.
community?
Listen to me. I said reservation.
How can you blame the
Listen to
entire
me.
community
Listen
for a
to me.
historical fact?
Let me complete. Otherwise, you speak. I'll keep quiet.
Go ahead.
The fact of the matter is, reservations meant for those who have imposed disabilities on them. Muslims have no imposed disabilities on them. They ruled this country for 800 years. What they did, I don't want to go into that.
Factually wrong.
But therefore, they have no right to ask
There
for
was something
reservations.
called a Structure Commission which report,
Such a
which
commission,
showed
I can appoint another commission if the new government comes of
the
NDA,
Structure Commission
and that
report
will say
showed
the
that the
opposite.
Muslim community is one of the worst off in terms of
That
socio-economic
is
indices.
please don't quote this, like the devil quoting the scriptures. I want you to quote a commission. I can create another commission.
Ajay Kumar wants to come in on
That
this one to
commission
Dr.
won't change the
Swamy.
realities.
Ajay Kumar, yeah, what do you want to say to
Wrong
Dr.
realities
Swamy?
are there.
Yeah,
You know, Jujar,
yeah.
no, I just want to highlight to you know the level. First of all, the statement made by Dr. Swamy is absolutely reprehensible, because in a simple way that, first of all, you don't paint communities across, and if there is data to show that the community is definitely backward in so many parameters, let it be done scientifically. But you know, to reduce the level of discussion to this level is extremely unfortunate. And you know, it is, highly regrettable. I think the issue is, first of all, we are talking about terrorism, and we descend on to, you know, reservations and this kind of, reservations and community allegations. Absolutely off the mark and totally reprehensible.
Right.
And I would request Dr. Swamy, you know, that there are other panelists in the discussion, not to, you know, reduce the level of discussion to such a level.
Swamy, Home Minister Shinde talked about Hindu terrorism. He's had to issue regret today about it.
Yeah.
Would you like to regret your statement?
I never said anything about Muslim terrorism. Don't make a mockery of the whole thing. I said who should get reservation.
The debate is not...
And the reservation, I said, is only for those who have imposed social disability.
Well, reservation
So
is
scheduled
not,
caste should
Dr.
get it.
Swamy.
But Muslims asking for reservation, they should be ashamed of themselves.
In Indian, Jujar,
Vinod
Indian
Bansal wants to-
constitution,
okay, well, one
really,
sec. Vinod
Indian
Bansal-
constitution
Vinod
talks
Bansal
about...
is-
No, you don't talk about religious
Vinod Bansal
constitution.
is what is
I
happening.
know,
Vinod
I know
Bansal
that, I
time.
know that, that's why
That's
Supreme
so,
Court
yeah.
will not
Can I
accept.
say something,
But
sir?
it does talk of affirmative action.
Yeah, but
I'm very
that's
clear.
different.
You see,
That's not for,
when we have to talk about reservations for Muslims in jobs or credit and all, it was based on the basis the OBC is looked into Hindu communities. Same OBC through professions, when they are placed at the down level at economy, they are supposed to get reservations in jobs and all. It's not Muslim basis reservation. So these facts are wrongly being quoted, number one. Number two, you have to give according to the present day situation of Muslims. Who was ruler, who was not ruler. This is totally not
quick response
accepting
from
Indian
Dr. Swamy.
constitution.
What?
A quick
This is
response from you
challenging
on that.
Indian constitution.
Naturally.
You got to look at the
An
present
advocate, he
situation.
should at least
Yeah.
not say speak like that.
Well, I know law, that's why I'm
That's
saying.
why
And
I'm
as
saying.
a communist,
At
I don't
least-
think you know the law
At
very
least
well.
uphold the constitution.
Now,
Making personal
Don't
allegations.
violate the
Ask him
constitution
to-
sitting on this seat.
Please do not make
No,
personal...
and-
Yeah.
Let him
Let
finish
tell-
making his point.
Yeah, we don't want...
Dr. Swamy, there should be some decorum
What I am
discussion,
saying
you
is, she says that the constitution says that reservation is permitted. well, Constitution doesn't say religious.
I didn't say on Muslim
All right.
reservation.
What do you want me to respond
reservation,
to?
SC, OBC.
What do you want me to reserve? Yes, of course, SC should get it because
SC,
they have
ST,
social,
OBC.
they have social imposed disabilities, and to remove that we have to give reservations.
All right.
That is with the Muslims
Poverty
also.
cannot be an argument because there are Brahmins who are poor.
OBC Muslims.
They don't
Yes.
get reservation. There are Kshatriyas who are poor in the villages. They don't get reservations. So reservations only for those who have had imposed social disabilities, and the only communities who have got it are those who are like the scheduled castes and scheduled
All right,
tribes.
a quick response of Vinod Sharma, then we're going to put an end to this particular segment of the
this
debate.
debate has got, frankly, certain points have to be made.
Yeah.
Please, sir,
Jujaj, but Jujaj.
1 minute, Ajay, 1 minute,
Dr.
Ajay.
Swamy.
We're losing time. We've got to move on to a couple of
Jujaj,
other
there's
topics
some-
with all of you. Hold on, Ajay. A quick
You see,
final
the
word on
point
this
is that
particular topic,
Dr.
Vinod.
Swamy knows pretty
Yeah,
well, and
yeah.
Dr. Swamy is quite used to appearing before the Supreme Court,
Yeah.
that this court, the courts in this country are not going to permit religious reservation.
Correct.
This is Pasmanda Muslims.
No.
He knows it. The term Pasmanda Muslims
Yes.
came from Bihar, first of all. And Dr. Swamy should know it better because he's part of the NDA today, and the government that is there is comprises of two major constituents of NDA.
Yeah.
This was the formulation of Mr. Nitish Kumar. Quite clearly, it was based on socio-economic status of a section of Muslims in a state. The same rule is sought to be applied elsewhere.
the community.
Now, he is right. I agree with him that if this is being done in the case of Muslims, this should also apply to upper castes
Who are poor.
upper castes that
Yeah.
are socio-economically weak,
Yeah.
Now, these are classes. These are not castes.
I rest
Yes.
my
The
case.
Constitution kept... No,
Classes,
please.
yes.
No. Dr. Swamy has this habit. If somebody partially agrees with him, he declares himself the winner. I'm sorry, he is not. You see, there can be two joint winners also.
It's classes,
So what I'm
right?
saying is...
He's arguing for the Brahmins.
I'm not arguing for the Brahmins.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that
Okay,
the
quickly,
Constitution...
please, Vinod.
Let your debate also make some pertinent points. You see, the Constitution makers, in the case of scheduled castes and tribes, decided that these castes constitute a class, and they gave them the reservation. Okay. Now, there was a demand elsewhere, and Mandal was one report which every party today has followed.
Yeah.
No party can deny it. Even Dr. Swamy's party won't oppose it,
Yeah.
So, what I am saying is that there is need for affirmative action for all people. Cutting across classes,
class and
And
religious
religion,
based,
yes.
based on economic status.
But Muslims
Yeah.
that he is referring to are not the Muslims
then-
who invaded India, please.
Yeah.
These are the Muslims who, because of the pernicious Varna Vyavastha of Hindus,
Correct.
converted to Islam.
Yes.
And there the introspection is with us. We should introspect why it is happening.
Okay, before the other Vinod gets up over here, okay, let's just end this particular segment of the debate where we started off. Sushil Kumar Shinde saying that he regrets, but he hasn't apologized for saying Hindu terrorism. We've just got a reaction from the BJP. The BJP's national spokesperson Nirmala Sitharaman has spoken. I believe she's accepting this. So the BJP putting a close on this particular controversy. Let's listen to Nirmala Sitharaman.
BJP accepts the statement issued by the Home Minister Shri Sushil Kumar Shinde, a statement which has been made without basis about RSS and the BJP, that these organizations train in their camps terrorists, was a statement without basis then, and today in his statement it is conceded that the RSS and the BJP do not train terrorists in their camps.
Alright, so the BJP accepting Sushil Kumar Shinde's regret on his Hindu terrorism remark. That means at least one issue is out of the way in terms of the smooth functioning of the budget session of Parliament, which begins tomorrow.